Hello, everybody. Lady Gwendolyn here, and welcome to, I guess, what is officially season 3 of Under the Rowan Tree. Under the Rowan Tree is a show, and we go from usually the beginning of December through February on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., just like right now, and talk about witchcraft, paganism. You learn something, you do a little magic. It's just a really fun show, and it really encompasses everything that we, as Rowan Temple of Light, hold sacred, which is education and community. So let me tell you a little bit about us. We started in 2017, and we have now grown. We have 3 priestesses. I am Lady Gwendolyn, High Priestess. We have 3 priestesses and 1 priest. We all have different paths of the craft, and that we follow, and we make it work. We're here for everybody. We want to educate, we want to help, we want to embrace everybody that we can. So as far as Under the Rowan Tree, this show, what I try to do is, while we are having discussions, I also have things for you to learn and do. So tonight, I wanted to share with you a goal sheet that I created in 2017, right after Rowan Temple of Light was officially created. It is using the pentacle. So let me show you it real quick. So anyway, thank you for joining me on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. And using this symbol to create your goal sheet is very powerful. Anytime you use symbols or sigils in anything, it creates an additional power, like a power boost, if you will. Another thing that I'm going to go over tonight is the magical uses of grapevine. If you buy grapes, you got the stems. That's exactly what's in the jar. Thank goodness for jars. But we'll talk about that. I also wanted to share with you, since we are kind of going back at the beginnings of Rowan Temple of Light tonight, our coven stone is actually the Perselli bluestone. It is the same stone as the as Stonehenge. So I want to talk a little bit about that tonight. And even though it isn't for everybody, because I'm sorry, I have to laugh. Not everybody is lucky enough to be a Virgo. No, I'm just kidding. I love all signs. but I only actually happen to have the Self Care for Virgo book. So I'm gonna do a little bibliomancy through there and see what kind of self care we should do. Okay, so you got your drink? Are you settled? Are you ready? Are you excited? As excited as I am, I love this. This is actually the only time that I get to actually teach. And I absolutely love it. Now, last season, I had a couple guests that come on and we did a couple of things, especially around Yule. Um, and so I don't know if we'll have any guests. If anybody wants to come in and join and maybe teach something, get at me. Let me know. We'll figure it out. Um, but I'm so happy to be here and to be feeling well enough to be able to do this. I had to cut off cauldron readings a couple of weeks because of me being sick, and um, I'm working really hard to get better. So the incense burning for tonight is actually spiritual healing incense, and it smells really good in here right now. I wish I could describe it. Um, Tibetan incense making process for using only natural herbs, minerals, holy water, and sacred holy soil. Nice. It's by Himalayan Products. So the thing, hold on, I'm gonna put this up here. So the wonderful part about Rowan Temple of Light is that we work with deities all across the board. We don't really adhere to one. Now, don't get me wrong, we have our matrons and our patrons and those that we work with the most. Um, for example, my matron, I'll tell you, is Maeve. My patron is Odin. And I have just, because I am Virgo, and just heads up to all you Virgos out there, we have entered our Black Moon Lilith phase. So be prepared for that. We are going through major changes, and we are going to come out to where we are more empowered, standing up for ourselves, and not accepting less than what we deserve. That being said, let me go into this week's astrology real quick. By the way, happy new moon came in yesterday, and today, yeah, you know it, Mercury went retrograde officially today. And that is putting us through Mercury retrograde until the end of the year. So stay tuned. We'll be talking about this, you know, as how do I put it? As details unfold, we will unravel it all. So that energy combined with the Venus in Scorpio that just came in last week has us. Oh, and Mars is in Sagittarius. So the feelings of changing and manifesting and starting anew is all very powerful this week. So, that being said, this is the perfect week to be setting your goals, right? And being ready to manifest, getting that manifestation started. So, let's look at this. Let me get in here a little bit closer, you guys. Whew. Okay. So we have the Pinnacle, At the very tip of the pinnacle is spirit energy, okay? To the right that I am looking, to this side, to the right, is the earth energy. Down here's the fire. Here is, wait a minute. Yeah, fire and water down here at the bottom, and then air on the other side. So if you were looking at this is your spirit. This is your earth, air, fire, and water. Got it? This is your energy field. Okay, so let's put that into perspective. Between spirit and air, you have your career. Okay, so what kind of job, what career do you want to go to in 2024? Is this something that you have been working on, already getting started? Are you looking to shift gears completely? Are you not happy where you are and you need that movement? Well, this is where you put that. You have all of this space right here to fill in, but that's where you do it. You just fill in right there. Okay. Between air and fire, of course, would be relationships. Why? Between air and fire? That passion, that energy, that constant flow between the two of you. If you don't have, and this isn't just a partner relationship, this can be friendships and family relationships as well. If you do not have the give and take, that flow energy, um, to work between the two of you or even the group of you, um, then it's really not going to work. Even if you, and that's the air portion, if you add in the fire part of it, that's the passion part. You need that passion, you need that excitement. So if you are in a relationship, then you need to keep that spark going. You need to pay attention more to your partner and really see what their needs are, what excites them, what moves them forward. Um, because if it's fueling them, you are going to benefit from it absolutely across the board. If it is relationships and friendships, then it's really support. Um, you want to support your friendships and plan an outing, plan to go and do something together, have a little bit of fun, cut loose. It isn't all about routine and structure, but right now in Sagittarius season, it is all about the fun. All about the fun. This new moon, the sun, the new moon, Mars is all in Sagittarius right now. Sagittarius energy is the fun, passionate, exciting, carefree fire sign that we really need in our lives right now. So that's something to think about. But that is in the relationship. At the very bottom, between fire and water, what happens when you get fire and water? You get steam, right? Steam would give you that vapor energy. What does it remind you of? Spirit or spirituality. So that's where your spirituality goals go. And that is a big space. It is a very large space down there. See if I can get this a little bit closer for you guys to see. Spirituality at the bottom. Okay. So with your spirituality goals, I would put not just do you want to have a particular path of study. Um, that's great. If there are certain books that you are wanting to dive into for knowledge purposes, if there is a particular teacher or class that you want to take, that would be where you would put that. Let me think. What else? So, for me, my spirituality goals are actually tapping into this Lilith energy and embracing my Black Moon Lilith. I already got all the owls sitting around the house, so she has actually been with me for a while. She's been calling out to me, and I just have not answered the call yet. But I've been working on it. So that, working with her and expanding myself is actually one of my goals for me to put down in the spirituality area. All right. Up next. So, between water and earth, what do you think of when you think of water and earth put together? Mud. You know that energy that you get whenever you are outside after it's rained, or you are out in nature and you step in a mud puddle, or sink your feet down in dewy mud, or some people actually do a spa healing mud rituals. You could totally do that, but what is all of this? It's your health. So let's see. This arm, you know, this space is in your health zone. So, what are your health goals? Now, this could be anything from working out, getting your body in a more active mode. It could be watching your fats, watching your calories, your carbs, trying yoga. Um, if you currently have a health issue, it's what steps are you going to take to get that under control? And I talked a little bit about this about me healing. Is because I have been sick for a very long time, pretty much about a year, and I've still pushed and gone, and nobody knew, we could never find anything wrong. Come to find out, I had a massive gallbladder situation. It was dead, and it was unalived. It was unalived. Um, and they had to remove it. It all happened very quickly. I was not able to let anybody know what was going on. All we knew was that I was sick and I didn't feel good. So my health goals is actually to get myself back in better shape, because I have been so weak for so long. I have to work extra hard now, even to get myself into a functioning level. So that's my health goal. My steps are, right now, I still have physical therapy, but I'm working on progressing to the treadmill, being able to do the treadmill at home, to the point to where once I'm completely healed up, I'm able to go to the gym and do my aqua therapy and go from there. I want to get stronger. I want to get out there into the woods and be myself again. I cannot wait, But it's like I have a lot of work. So my goal is to have myself in better condition by May whenever things, start to really open up. Okay, so that's health. Now, between earth and spirit energy, there is actually your home and your hearth. Okay. Um, what goals do you have for your home? Is it creating a sacred space for you to decompress and zen? Is it home repairs? That can be on there too. Absolutely. And as well as remembering to cleanse your space once a month, preferably on the first of the month, because that's whenever you also blow the cinnamon in for prosperity. Let the old energy out. Do your cleansing, whether you use music or bells or clapping or whatever. You go through the house and sweep and just do it, and then start creating your environment that you want. Use your smells, your um, plants, whatever you have that make you feel comfortable and loving and inviting energy. That's what you want to put there. Now it's home and hearth, so write down in that accordingly. But I'm going to hold this up again, and I will post this on my website and explaining about it. But I will do that tomorrow. My website, you can find it on all of my socials. It is ladygwendolynhealing.com. All right. So here we go. That's funny because the song, here we go, here we go, here we go. Let me hold it up there for a minute so that you can write it down. Okay, so yes, goals for 2024. I really hope that you are able to work with this diagram and really put it up like you would a vision board, or take it one step further and create a vision board out of it. Of creating a vision board would be good to do a little bit. Sorry. Just as this week is great for manifesting, next week would be a great time to create this into a vision board. Yeah, so I could actually do the vision board with you next Wednesday night. I'll look and see what all I can find so that we could at least do some sort of an example. All right, so on to the next. So with, like I said, grapevine or grape stems, they're hooked together. Sorry, I'm trying. Okay, so if you've ever seen a grape stem, which if you've eaten grapes, you know exactly what it is. Um, it just grows. If you've ever seen a grapevine, it just goes and grows and grows and just weaves, and it will weave its way. So I feel like the message with the grapevine is you're not letting things get into your way. And I feel like that is a great message to go with the what we're talking about tonight, setting goals and putting yourself first. Um, it's okay to do that. Like you, I understand it's hard to set boundaries. I'm still learning to do that, but you need not to ignore your needs. The problems that arise in most of our lives and our relationships actually stem from the fact that we are willing to bend and give to what others wants and needs, and we just kind of float around them, and we need to stop that. So if you're going to do any magic with the grape stems or the grapevine, look at it with the perspective of moving forward. You're going to be the one growing. You're going to be the one moving forward, moving past all of those people that have gotten in your way and are trying to hold you back. Um, so how do you do it? Well, you just burn it like incense and smudge it. Because as you can see, it doesn't want to burn. But if you can grind it up and put it on a charcoal disc and let it burn that way, but you're still going to get this incense effect from it. So if you're going to do any magic in regards to it, then how I suggest is waving it across your throat chakra and your heart chakra, and then setting forth your intention like this. Grapevine, hear my plea. As you have woven, so shall I. I will not allow others crossing my path to hold me back anymore. I will move forward. I will bend my own ways and create my own space. You can follow it up with, as I will it, so mote it be, or however, you know, so shall it be, however you do it. But something along those lines. Um, you can also, if you do not want to mess with the stems or burning or anything like that, um, as you're eating grapes, um, speak into the, pick up a grape and hold it and just talk to it and then consume it. That's it. You know, there are many different ways that you can use different plants and herbs and things along those lines. So that's a little bit of magic for tonight. Because what I did was I actually walked into the kitchen to refresh my coffee before coming in here, and I looked at the herbal rack and I went, "Hey, which one of you wants featured tonight?" That's what happened. That's exactly what happened. I kid you not. That is exactly what happened. You know, I love that we have an environment here at Rowan Temple of Light to where we allow um, crystals and candles and herbs to call out to us and say, "Hey, over here," and we just answer the call. All right. So now for the self-care book. So like I talked a lot about setting goals and um, getting your manifestations ready and all of that this week. So 1, 2, 3, and right here. I love it when the universe is just like, listen here, okay? Set a new goal for yourself. That's what we landed on. Are you serious? Set a goal for yourself. All right, let's see what it has to say. Many people use the start of the or the start of the new year to set goals, but there's no need to wait for January 1st to do that. What have I been saying? I'm just getting back up here. As an earth sign, you'll benefit from setting practical goals for yourself and then tracking your progress no matter what time of year it is. So apply that to you. And while you're setting your goals, make sure you track it. If you have a planner, take this one step further. Put this in your planner, and there are five points, okay? 5 points, 5 areas of focus. Spread that out, okay? Set a little goal in each month for each of them so that throughout the year you are able to actually maintain that goal and you're not pushing in and going full force. And I say it like that because, look at those who take the health one, and they're like, oh, I'm gonna go to the gym, and then you go to the gym and you hit it hard for like 2 weeks, and you're like, I'm done, I can't do it, I tap out. So make these goals attainable. Do not push them. Make them attainable. All right. Whether you're trying to get rid of a bad habit or institute a healthy new one, setting a goal and noting checkpoints along the way makes you much more likely to be successful. I love it when I'm right. When you think of a goal, write it down and post it in a place where you'll see it frequently. Be sure to reward yourself every time you meet one of your checkpoints to keep yourself motivated. So, like transferring this into a vision board and then placing the vision board up to where you can see it. Or having it in your planner and you know that you have certain time set aside every week to promote the health. So that could be anywhere from meditation, yoga, watching one of my healing videos that I did earlier this year. I'm just saying it's out there on YouTube. Uh, I did anxiety and depression, and I went through all the chakras, and then you did the energy healing on yourself. I just worked with you. Um, but these are all self care things and things that you can do to help you um, be in a better health. And do not forget, please, please, in the health area, do not forget about your mental health. And I say this with love because I struggle with my mental health a lot. And I am very upfront and honest about it. I am bipolar. I do suffer from anxiety and depression. And I think there's a bit of ADHD in there, but they're like, we're just going to say bipolar and be done with it. I'm like, all right. So please, when you are setting your health goals for the week, and I say planner or whatever you use. If you use an app on your phone or something like that, make sure that health and mental health are key points. That's all I'm at. So yeah, that pretty much covers everything that I wanted to go over tonight. Um, I was completely, and I'm not even going to lie, I was the only thing that I knew that I was going to talk about tonight was the goal and using the symbols. Um, you can use other symbols if you want. I am just partial to the pentacle. And I feel like the 5 points and 5 sections of your life are um, a, create a very good balance. Because why? We got 5 points. They are most the pentacle is most like us and our bodies. So the association is there. Um, but yeah, that's what I wanted to focus on. But you can also do this with the triquetra and do, you know, health, relationships, and career. You can do that as well. Um, maybe I'll go over that, in another point in time. But I'll do a symbols class. But anyway, that is it for tonight's episode of Under the Rowan Tree. Thank you very much for joining. I love you all so much, and I appreciate your time and effort. I will be back here next Wednesday night for another episode of Under the Rowan Tree. Expect to have some information, and I like doing magic like I did with the grapevine. Last year I did a lot of candle magic, and I'm trying to stay away from that this year just because I feel like I overdid it last year. But if there is any specific type of magic that you would like to learn about, or have an interest in, then send us a message at Rowan Temple of Light at gmail.com, and or follow us on our Facebook page, Rowan Temple of Light. Um, and we will figure something out for you. I love you guys. Thank you so much. And I will be seeing you. All right.